he at with the standings? Let's see him. Where is everyone at? And wow,
15 eliminations, 6 points total, and like you said, 1 point from the qualifiers yesterday was enough to put you in. That's 6 times qualification potentially for Aiden already.
Can you see why we're talking so much about him? I'm sorry if people get mad at us, because look at that.
That being said, Sean was played yesterday and didn't make it through, but today he's putting on an excellent show, and he's not the only one. Animal, Painful, Boyer, you have a number of players here bringing home high elimination counts. On the right side, Tokana, 7 eliminations, putting him at 2 points, another 5. You have to remember the top 33 from the qualifiers this evening move on to the grand finals on Monday. Jack, $1.5 million.
$1.5 million. I'm going to be honest with you, that is not the right score for Kevy.
I don't think Kevy has 16 elims at 320 points.
That should be
Here
crazy.
we go, game 3.
Oh, ain't no, yo,
week 8.
hell yeah, dude. No, fucking, what do you call it?
Bus coming from the southeast corner, pushing across. It looks like a number of players potentially hitting Paradise.
There we go.
And even the little Wild
Ghost
West
Aiden.
town down there.
Yo, he going Tilted Towers?
But
Let's
a lot of
go.
players choosing to jump
He says,
out
I
and
hit
float to the this time around, but Aiden dropping Tilted.
No one's going Tilted,
like
bro. They don't. Yo, only one guy landed Tilted. Oh, he chased him out of Tilted, man.
And he did just make the promise, Jack, of 7 eliminations and victories.
Yo, anybody landing Tilted this game?
I said before, I'll say it again. I believe him.
You're crazy, man.
Everyone's been scared off from Tilted from what they've seen earlier on, but in the other areas of the map, very popular landing spot, this West World, this outer town just outside Paradise Palms. So about 5 people per game landing here yesterday. Now it's Payday. In an awkward engagement, he's down to just 60 HP.
He can still one-tap him,
Tatlow is pushing for what could be his first elim of the game. We did see Payday had 0 building materials left, down to just maybe 5, 6 hit points.
The sound cue there.
Should have this, right? He should have this. There
and
you go.
And he does. Secures the elimination on Payday, another controller player, just like a number of other players we've seen here. But that push on the outside, you could hear he was waiting for the dirt sound, the footsteps in the dirt, definitely different from the wood panels on the floor on the inside. And that kind of knowledge, the awareness is extremely important. Vlad and King B looking for an engagement here. Gets the shotgun shot off, goes reload, misses a shot on the way down, a second shot in midair.
Oh, man.
That actually costs him the elimination on Vlad. It could have been his first one for the game, but Vlad eliminated himself via the ground, Jack.
Via the ground, taking another victim. As you see, really, King B only had about 1 clip left of bullets for that engagement. Might have worked out for him there. Sloth, we just saw pick up 1 elim.
Spray better, by the way.
Decides, hey, this is no longer. I'm no longer wanting to play this kind of 50-50.
Oh my God!
Bandit catches him off guard.
For real, bro.
Potentially some accuracy issues in there at certain points. Do you think
He's
it's
just potatoes?
This is actually a pretty common drop for Flower. He and I played it together in the past. He likes to go to Chimney Rock often and then push into Salty because there's a number of chests that drop there, and not very many players will land directly on Chimney and move into Salty. So you're Gorilla getting shots on Flower. 100 shield, 100 HP, not enough. Gorilla not even taking a point of damage there. We have not gotten in the past something like this. But a cut over to Nazgul versus Bizzle. Bizzle, as we said before, very common to see him. Big numbers, and Nazgul catches the raw end of that long-range tack shotgun shot, gets the elimination. I'm back over here to Cease.
Oh, I don't know if that was the play,
down.
bro.
Erico getting eliminated during an aggressive push up the ramp. They met face to face, and that SMG, it'll just tear you up.
That was kind of his last-ditch effort right there, I believe, and unfortunately doesn't go his way.
Because it has the highest initial HP, starts at 110, which means out of the gate you place it in front of an opponent, you have just a little bit longer to put yourself in a better position. Ooh, dualies shots from Lene, someone we kept our eyes on here, the accuracy, and he needed it and he got it. Wow. See these drop downs.
Bro, my man out here using dualies,
that's a common tactic from competitive players. They'll put the
fighting
walls
point
during
blank versus somebody with a double barrel, dude.
Top level pro players.
That's scary.
Not common from anybody else, as that's one of the tougher things to do in movement.
Pacifist catching Gorilla off guard there. Back over to Jake. This metal gonna come in handy with that high initial HP. Gets the shots and gets the elimination on Megalomaniac. They were stuck on top of each other, and Jake took advantage of it, even though he
needs one more kill. If Jake gets one more kill, he can potentially qualify.
It's a cue for a lot of these to either choose to push or maybe to back out and Jake said now's the time to push. He's got 2 eliminations, puts him at the point where 1 more will get him a point. But right now there is only 1 player. C9 Bandit has 4 eliminations to his name. Low HP currently. I believe he's, based on what I'm seeing on the board in front of us, trying to pop a medkit to push his health all the way up. But 1 more elimination will get him 2 points for this game. He's the only one right now with any eliminations.
Brother.
This guy's going suicide for it. He needs 1 more kill.
He's doing this. Oh my gosh,
wow.
And you see the frustration. So here's why he does that. You're thinking, no, why are you pushing into the storm? It's because he already had 2 elims. He basically went for it all, pushed on in, tried to secure that third elim to get 1 point. Kevy greets him as he opens the door with a shotgun, and, well, unfortunately for Crashy there, Kevy comes out on top.
I think he thought that guy was weak, but he wasn't really weak.
Just eliminated
he had shields and stuff.
Here's the look.
Loomsy versus Aiden back.
Oh no, Aiden.
Caught off guard. Goes out game 3 with 0
Aiden.
What you have to remember, folks, it doesn't really matter because he's guaranteed.
Yo, chat, y'all called
to make
it,
it
bro.
all the way to the grand finals on Monday.
Feels bad.
Feels bad, man.
I don't think we've seen any emotion from him.
He almost killed him.
Win or lose, to be honest with you.
He showed more
double barrel,
golfing to it.
Too good in that situation.
Like assault rifles, multiple double barrel shotguns.
Monka ass?
You see, actually jumps as he gets hit there. Was not expecting it. Looking for potential pyramid, doesn't actually get it. Trying to build again for the high ground. I think he secured that for the moment. But again, quick little edit actions from both sides. Ramping above his opponent, trying to match these builds, trying to keep above. Gets chunked again by the shotgun. It's looking more and more like this is an unwinnable battle. Unless he can go for the quick reset. Can't get the shot off in time.
You gotta use those
Still
C4, buddy.
Trying to match his opponents. Does get a tag there. Not too much damage, though. As he'll just reset and probably pops him.
No, he got good damage on him.
No, gonna keep
He's
going.
Still pushing. This is aggressive gameplay. Spades almost getting pyramided out there. Catches a shot on his opponent who's trying to drop down.
Now he's got to go for it. Now he's got to rush this fight. He still has multiple remote explosives, if that's maybe the outlet he wants to take. But Spades slowly dropping down. No.
Oh no!
No!
Spades.
No!
Wait, he didn't get the kill though.
It's actually going to cost
Come on,
Joystick an elimination. Spades died of his own volition there as the structure was going down, which, I mean, Joystick right now at 0 elims, even getting to just 1 for tiebreakers would have been fantastic. He's still alive, though. He has quite a bit of healing. He can buffer up against anybody.
There's a med kit outside for Brick.
You see the vending machine. Some players hopefully taking advantage of those. There's a med kit available in there as it was rotating through, but hopefully Joystick saw it, because if he didn't, he's missing out on another 69 HP. Getting to 150 could be key.
He needs mats before he can even do anything with it. He only had 45 metal, so can't even purchase it yet. We'll see an update later on how that all plays on out. Kevy earlier on got that shotgun limb just on the edge of the zone, continuing to watch his back. Is that C9's Shizzy? Okay, that is.
The fall damage and the shot from Kevy coming together and putting him in a pretty rough spot. Plus the zone's moving in, so he can't really take a breather right now. He does have 10 bandages, but he might not have time to use
that was a bad drop.
It's not going to help either. Takes even more damage.
Kevy takes advantage of it, secures the elim. That puts Kevy here at 3 eliminations. That's plus 1 point. And he's sitting pretty with healing. He's got an excellent loadout. That's a gold AR, the drum gun, it's blue, and a purple heavy shotgun. A lot of players would kill to have that.
No, Hysteria!
That looked like potentially a bad weapon swap in there. I think I saw the pickaxe come out immediately after the edit, and I would bet he's trying to go to a shotgun.
So you'll see so many times when players get these little builds, they
I
start
think he
breaking
thought it was
down
his
every
wall
that's not there, because they want to have the ability to edit whatever's around them. It's happening right there. We did just cut away, but that's exactly what the player on your screen is doing. It's because you want the ability to control whatever happens with those walls. Unfortunately for Hysteria, he was in that 1-by-1, but the player who was pushing him got control of the wall, had the ability to edit it, and Hysteria had no quick answer.
Bottom right there, third-party shots coming there from Lassie. It's an excellent position. Looking over Lazy Links on the map there for a second, you saw a lot of players getting pushed in there from the east and southeast side. Even Loot Lake right now is going to be, there's going to be a lot of action there. As you see here, we cut across here. Look at the number of players built up in basically little boxes around each other.
Oh no, brother!
Behind Ranger. No fall damage, no explosive damage, but Ranger brought down from above, fighting underneath.
Siege just got nailed by remote explosives. Still Chaz 1 below him. Gonna go ahead and break on down. Not there quite yet. That's an edited pyramid.
Oh no, he has no match.
Just like that, he just lost the high ground, and now the whole script has been flipped. He's got no builds. He can't go up there himself. Ilchad's basically just hoping that Enigma kind of forgets about him, I think. Why is he using an SMG there? It's because he's trying to break through that wall because he's low on AR ammo. This is actually, well, you're going to see in a second who does lose this fight.
Myth versus
No.
Myth.
There goes TSM Myth divide.
Honestly, this is making me want to compete.
Check to see
Watching
if
these
the
guys
elimination
compete.
happened on him, but Myth is that we've been watching for to show up a little more often than the feed, and it hasn't happened too much yet. But these qualifiers aren't over yet. We've seen players.
I'm gonna get back into the scrim scene
and drop a big elimination count
Monday, or I mean after Monday, when this tournament's over. We get back into the scrim scene.
Staying at this build, again, you see these top players, they'll do this fall where they place the walls and the ramp to follow. Quickly disengages.
A minute and a half. The storm rotation happening now, Courage, and this is going to cause a lot of engagements to happen between these players. Darius getting caught off guard, actually catching an opponent off guard, gets cease on rotation. He was just kind of crouching in his box, waiting for movement from his opponent, and that's exactly how things played out. It's a very forward-thinking movement there. He didn't have to move early. He had enough buffer time against the storm, and the opponents that he was potentially captured in by, they had to move earlier. They were closer to the storm. He just had to wait.
Jay Cuddy's still alive. We saw him get cut down last game with that shotgun. Kuptra trying to force the engagement. That was down onto Rex. So many tactical shotguns being used, and I'm liking him more.
That's 3 eliminations right there for Kuptra. Puts him +1 point, which is huge. If you reference yesterday's qualifiers, he could be in a great position already. Saint, a player we've seen a number of times here. I caught off guard in tilted last round.
If you have good shotgun aim, I think that like tack and double barrel are the best.
A very top-down view of a lot of players.
Palm's good and all, but if you hit that shitty like 40 damage bullshit, even though you hit all your pellets, like you might as well just not even have a shotgun, you know.
For a late game
so I get why they're using auto shots.
Quite a while, but if
at least if you hit a freaking 30 with an auto shot, you get another shot, you know.
Quickly editing that roof. This next zone, I'm actually really interested to see where it lands, because if it starts to go up towards this mountain and players have to push this high ground, we know what happens, Lupo.
Pacifist gets caught off guard there.
Whenever that comes into play.
There's going to be a lot of players that get scraped off on that mountain. The storm it is ruthless when it comes
got a lot of healing.
Positioning sometimes.
I think 4 limbs.
That's such a good loadout, bro. Just double barrel with a fucking AR. That's good.
Lane flying in from above. Look at the top of that tower, seeing if we can make a play. Potentially pushing for elimination soon.
Left shift is his edit button.
Tien has a big shield still to use, not electing to pop it with.
That's actually pretty good if you have auto sprint.
Be waiting until later.
34.
I'm trying to keep binds to improve. How can you tell it may be time to change up the binds?
Rotation will happen soon.
If you feel like you're building slow and you're not improving in speed,
shield buffer as you can.
100%. Couldn't agree more.
Then you should change your keybinds. If you feel like you can't swap to specific gun,
he is at the top of that build.
or you're messing up weapon swaps,
when it begins to get
then you should change.
You're maybe burning through your own defenses.
Monday is the money. Okay.
There are currently 3 players at 4 elims, needing just 1 more to get that extra point.
There's one.
There's one of them.
Lassie secures his 5th. Elim gives him 2 points. We shouldn't feel too bad about that, though. He had a point of his own. I believe that he had 3 eliminations before that. We have Saint there, top of the tower. He's got 2 players below him. Kuptra, who actually earlier we cut to him, hit a pretty good snipe. We had another player underneath him, Tendons, both waiting, kind of biding their time for rotation as the circle. This isn't terrible, but the players at the top of the mountain, they're going to have to move in a little bit. This is the structure in your top right that you see all 3 of these players. As Saints looking down, trying to catch somebody on rotation. This is Lassius pushing the east side. This elimination just before which.
How Lassius got to 4. Jeez, an entire AR clip with that little ammo. There you go.
Catches Ash on the outside, the rotation in.
You know those moments in Fortnite where you're like, okay, all right, I'm through his shields. Come on, he's got to be at least a little bit weak, right? A little bit weak. No, he had to fight for every bit of HP. 200 health gets shredded on down there by the AR. It's been about 1 minute and 18 seconds from that last elim. Finally, the FPS.
I think he'll get top 10 just because he got lucky with a circle. But
earlier, didn't have many materials. Was in
low
spot,
mats,
just sitting at the top of that build.
Low everything.
Drop. Comes another zone move. I believe Saint left to go maybe down the mountain a little bit,
just
or no, play the high ground? Okay.
Just a tiny bit. Now, I would stay as high as possible. It's low enough that you're not panicking about fall damage, but there's a chance that after the circle closes, if he's got the forethought for it, the circle might move south.
Save your ammo.
It doesn't really matter either way. Look at his ammo pool. 33 small rounds, 8 shotgun shots, and 12 medium ammo, 2 impulses, a launch pad. He's scrounging ammo. Even these taps, these little one-off shots, might be a little too wasteful. He's got to really think about
every bit counts.
Forced engagements are going to happen, and you need every single one of those shots.
Lassius snaps now with 6 elims.
Grenade Jake!
Can he get this kit off in time? If he does, he's in a brilliant spot to keep on playing aggressive. There it is, back up to 150.
He has 58 metal, and the circle's really far away.
From that next zone, Lupo, this is what we were worried about. That next zone on the mountain.
It's on the mountain.
It's gonna scrape a lot of players off.
This circle is about to finish the entire.
Now.
Everybody else.
He was eliminated earlier with 6 elims of his own, fell 1 short of the 7 for the +3. Lassius is at 6 eliminations and is still alive at 150.
It's on the mountain, bro. These guys are screwed.
3 points of his own right now.
100%.
Now's the time for some of these players to rotate. Jake,
now you just have to survive this next circle shift, and you'll be top 10.
What's the play here, Jack? How do you wait? You have 14 seconds before you have to move.
Ooh. The wall goes down just as the rocket connects, and look at Severi's health now. 14 HP. Edit comes in. He's just going to have to go for it. I don't think he has time to heal. Marksman's still alive. There's another rocket. That was a Marksman, and the frustration as he rips off the headset. Here you go. Everyone
Marksman just got double tap.
Getting cut down. He'll place the bounce pad to try to move on through. Everyone's got eyes on him.
This guy has 7 kills.
Lassius 7. He's done his job.
It's literally just
He's done his job.
Wait, why did you go back in the storm?
He's done his job. He made it into top 10. He got the 7 elims, and there's the people now dropping to the zone.
Oh, I guess he had to. Okay.
There's 3 players left. Saint's still alive here, very high up, but look at his Courage, look at his ammo. 4 small shots and 7 shots. You're running on nothing, Saint. He might have to switch and pickaxe somebody to try and win this thing if he's not lucky.
Yeah, he probably needed mass or he needed the bouncer to get out of the gas. It was one or the other. It had
Someone got it. Oh, that's the awkward thing. It's not even like he can hope for the 3 elims. Here's Tendons with 0, so basically just playing for placement. He's already earned himself 2 points just by surviving to top 3. He's low on ammo too. He's not got a lot to work with either.
Shots from Tendons burning.
Bro, when you have no kills in pro games, bro, you're just gonna be so out of this.
Like you said, and the next rotation is happening. This looks like it might be a push up the hill. He might not be worried about the next zone. He might be going for an elim here to get that.
Gotta hit that.
The second and maybe a win.
Bop.
Gets the shot. Tendons gets it. And Saint with basically nothing left. He had 5 shotgun shells.
5 shotgun shells, and he plays it flawlessly. Recognizes the scenario. I cannot really fight a full-fledged fight with how little ammo I have. I've got to look for a third-party engagement. This is his perspective. He hears them fighting. He hears, damage being traded. Okay. Doesn't get that elim. It would have been nice because it would have actually put him at 3, but in the end, all he cares about is that victory royale. Secures it there, and that'll put him in a pretty position, Lupo. I believe we have ourselves the standings up to this point leading into the final game. Where is everyone at? I'm assuming Aiden's still up top, yes, but he's at 6 points. Boyer's right there with him, and he's actually jumped to 13 elims to this point as well.
Boyer's somebody we actually haven't touched on too much before this. I did not even realize in the feed he's been racking up elims. He's at 13 of his own. Tied for 6 total points, and he's not the only one. Linane, 6 total points, 10 eliminations, the double-digit elims right now. We still have a game left.
And look at that, in 8th. I mentioned how 1 game can be enough. Saint with 2 elims in total and 3 points. That means that literally everything he's done up to this point tonight
from that
was
one game.
in that game 3.